Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dungeons to Hyperion. Now in today's video, I'm going to be using only dungeon money making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, as you're going to see in this video, I'm going to show you a way that you can make 25 million coins per hour super easily running dungeons without a party. And I'm going to show you basically a gear progression guide for everything up until floor 7. So how you guys can get the best gear and make money to fund the gear. So this is pretty much a progression guide for dungeons. Now, obviously, it's my own spin on a guide, so, take that with a grain of salt, but I do want to take the time right now to just mention really quickly, and thank you guys for all the support, because I now have a creator code on the Hypixel store. You can now use code MODCRAFT, my username, MODCRAFT, and you can save 5% when you check out of the Hypixel store. Now, this video alone took me over 100 hours of gameplay to make, so if you guys want to support the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you use code MODCRAFT, because it helps me make more videos like this. As you can see here, at the time of recording, there is currently a fire sale coming up for a die. Now, dies tend to be like the best value in terms of real life money for Skyblock coins that you can possibly do. So I would definitely recommend that you guys use my code if you're going to buy gems to buy this fire sale right now. If you guys want to get the best value for your money. So once again, code MODCRAFT for 5% off. Thank you guys for the support. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so it is now time for dungeons. Now, as you are going to see, I currently have 0 coins on me. The only item I have is my rogue sword, and we're going to go into our first entrance dungeon, and you're probably wondering, like, how am I going to make money? Because even if I was to sell items, like, how am I going to make the money? Now, my plan is I'm going to run as a mage in dungeons in the entrance floor. I'm going to use my thunderstorm ability, which does damage not dependent on, like, what your weapons are, so it won't matter if I have, like, no items. I'll do damage. With that, I will kill mobs. Then I will sell the armor to the NPC until I can afford to sell it to the auction house. And because people need it to level up and do their museum collection and all that kind of thing, it's actually worth a lot of money. As you can see, the piece I just dropped there is worth 300,000 coins, which is an insane amount. I'm sure that guy was saying something. Anyway, to cut him off, it's time to now sell my bow. I would obviously sell the skeleton grunt leggings that are worth 300k. I got about 536 coins from, I think, like, scavenger maybe? I don't even know how I got them, to be honest. Something from dungeons, maybe from killing mobs. I think I might have like a scavenger talisman or something. Oh, I'm cheating, guys. Lock me up. Anyway, I have 500 coins, which will hopefully allow me to sell my machine gun bow for maybe 30,000 coins. I want to get it sold pretty quickly before the price of these leggings go down, because obviously as people buy them for the museum and people put them in the auction house, the price does fluctuate. So we'll sell this here. Hopefully it will go pretty quickly, and then we can get to selling these pants, because they're gonna be pretty much funding a lot of work. So very nice that I dropped them for sure. Now, what I want to do is, I just dropped another piece, and I'm not going to show you, obviously, every piece of armor I dropped. That would be ridiculous, but just giving you the idea that I'm going to drop a bunch of these, go and sell them, and then see how much money I have, and hopefully fund, a little bit of stuff. Obviously, I can't even buy any armor sets right now, really. I'm probably just going to end up wearing, full rotten armor, buying a dragon set, and then going to, floor 2 to make some money. So, yeah, Floor 1 doesn't really have too much. If I drop anything in my completion runs on the way to floor 2, I'll let you guys know, but realistically the goal here is to get to floor 2 as quickly as possible, so that I can drop scarf studies and stuff and start making almost 10 million coins per hour, because honestly the floor is really, really profitable. Okay, so as you guys can see, I currently have a bunch of armor pieces. I'm selling them for a varying amount each, but honestly, this early in the game, 60 to 70,000 coins is really, really nice. I mean, that's the amount of profit I'm making per run on average. So considering that's per armor piece, which I'm getting for multiple runs, it's, incredibly good. And yeah, so it is now time to move into doing some floor 1 runs, so that I can work on leveling up to floor 2, because once I hit floor 2, then I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? The money's actually gonna be insane. I can't obviously show all the drops, but if you guys want to see, I will be streaming every single day, hopefully. And especially if you are watching this on the day of uploading, I'm going to be streaming 7 hours-ish after I upload, because there's going to be a Mayor Jerry with the pole perks, meaning I'm going to get a bunch of bonus stats. We're going to be able to do a bunch of dungeon runs and all that. So if you guys want to come and, check it out and watch that, then make sure to do that, because you will be able to see all the runs and all the profit we make and everything. Obviously, the video can't be 8 hours long, so I can't show you everything. What I can show you though is that I just dropped a Bonzo mask, which is very, very nice. It's not that much in terms of profit, But what it is it's a nice item to have in general. Obviously, the reasoning for that is because you know, it gives you an extra life. Very, very good. It's not as much profit as I would have hoped for, but, you know, getting a 200,000 coin discount this early in the game is very, very good. So I definitely appreciate it. Unfortunately, it's, other than a recom, it's the only decent drop I can get from floor 1. So once again, moving on to floor 2 is going to be much, much more profitable. So that's definitely what I'm going to do. Record clips. Yippee, I'm going to voice this over, so it doesn't really matter. So that is 250k of profit. Let's go. Is there anything better? I don't think so. Let's go. Bro did not voice it over. I totally could have. I just thought it'd be funny to prank my past self by not voicing over. Anyway, let's keep going with the clips. So here's the plan, chat. I'm gonna get the Scarf Studies to buy the recom, sell the recom, get 10 mil. With the 10 mil, I'm gonna buy Dungeonized Dragon Armor, and then do floor 3. Once I get to floor 3 completion, I can upgrade my Super Cleaver, and then I'll probably just run floor 2 for a while, just to make some money from the Scarf Studies and the recoms and everything, because it seems to be pretty good. I don't want to spoil anything in the video, but selling dungeon armor for people who do museum value has been like, or museum like completion has been like the only way to make early game money. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And it's the best one. GG, GG, GG. Let's see, did I get another Scarf Studies? No. Let's go. Yeah, these guys, I said anybody who, if I drop a Scarf Studies, anybody in the party can be in the video. Let's go. That's like 1.5 million coins in profit. Wait, wait, oh no, I didn't even enable RNG meter. I enabled RNG meter for the recom. That's huge. Alright, back to back Scarf Studies. Let's go. Hi YouTube again. Let's go. I might actually be able to afford it. There are still attributes only obtainable in Kudra, but it's like, end up. Another Scarf Studies. 3 in a row. I was recording this whole time by accident, I didn't pause the recording. 3 in a row, chat, let's freaking go. Damn, okay, good. Where's the recom? Recombobulator, boom. And we got it just in time, I believe. Cole, just run Arachnes, make like 15 mil per hour, and buy the recoms. Okay, but we can get a Hyper Cleaver now. So, ready, 3, 2, 1, and scammer get scam, buddy. Let's go. I can probably chuck recoms on this. I mean, like hot potato books on this as well. You know, you can do /DH. Yeah, but like /warp is like ingrained in my head. If I can do that. Oh my, I'm actually like, I can actually kill the mobs, guys. Look at, where's my tank? Why did my tank just, bruh. We're just dipped. Okay, yeah, honestly, at this point, it's just an armor issue. Yeah, I'm doing 60k damage wearing rotten armor, so and I'm also cat of 10, so I can afford it. I can buy myself like strong dragon, or yeah, strong dragon, unstable dragon maybe. What's the difference between them actually? Unstable, 5 crit chance. Honestly, the crit chance is nice. I kind of need that. Strong dragon, and yeah, honestly, might go with unstable. It also should be cheaper, I believe. But I don't know by how much. A little bit cheaper. Get a Juju. Yes, let me just get a Juju, bro. Let me do that. Already done, yeah. Okay, so chat, we got a recom, Scarf Studies, Scarf Studies, Scarf Studies, Scarf Studies, recom. We might be RNG carried. The person who told you cleaver is better is full on lying. Dude, the ability is nasty. I don't think you understand. Wait. Okay, I'm buying this. I'm not risking Paul leaving. Boom. Recombobulator. Why don't you just go for Necrons? That's such a good idea. Wait, why didn't I think of that? Anyway, this can basically just pay This can just pay for the unstable dragon, I guess. Let's see, how much is it unstable fragments? How much is it to buy these? 3.3 million versus 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Pretty similar. I might as well just buy these. What is the chance to get recom in floor 2? It is 1 out of 35. But I did have it RNG metered, so yeah. Armor in floor 5 is useless with low kata. The armor, or just armor in general? Armor is useless in catacombs? Juju is 9 mil, but you need Enderman Slayer 4. I don't have Enderman Slayer 4. And I'm not gonna let myself get carried into a Juju, bro. Like, that's a little bit too much, even for me. Even for carry craft. What's my crit chance? Ooh. What is my crit chance? 85%. Okay. Honestly, I need a pet. If I can get a pet with like crit chance, then I could get all the way there. But yeah, now I own floor 2. This is a major difference. Okay, maybe because I have 2 tanks though. I do low-key have 2 people tanking for me, so it could make a difference. You know, just an idea. Okay, so one upgrade that I want to make now is buying myself a Bonzo mask. Now, as you can see, I actually dropped one earlier in the video, and as you can see, we're going to buy it now. It's about, what does it say, 100,000 profit if you ignore the essence, which obviously is still profit that you have to count and keep into consideration. I don't know why it says that it's reselected the recombobulator, even though I didn't drop one, but that doesn't matter. So we're going to come in here, we're going to, you know, enchant and do everything to the Bonzo mask, because it is just nice to have. Like, it's very good in floor 7, and, you know, I do tend to, like, run into skeleton masters and crypt dreadlords and just, like, die to getting, like, obliterated by true damage, so it is definitely going to be useful to have, and definitely something I want to keep on hand. So, you know, it's an upgrade I'm going to make, and let's move on with getting some better armor pieces and doing some floor 5 runs, so that we can try and get towards making a set of Shadow Assassin, and then we can be ready for actually doing proper dungeons. That seems like a good amount of time. It'll let me do some things today. Like, edit the video. Let's see. Okay, no handle, rip. Rip. LF Legion. LF Legion. Looking for Legion. Looking for Legion. Looking for Legion. Looking for Legion. Nope, okay. Literally scammed, guys. You guys told me this floor was profitable. What are you doing? Luna Client? Yeah, Luna Client goats. I'm gonna go do the runs now. Oh, actually, I'm gonna buy the armor now. So if you guys wanna like get a cake soul or something while I'm in Hub 28 buying armor, then go ahead. First thing I need is Shadow Assassin boots, because they're really cheap. I might even be able to get the what is a Shadow Assassin fragment even worth? Wait, what are they called? Livid Frag. They are 200k per. Okay, that's really expensive. Let's check my legendary. Not ready, all good. 2 million coins. I don't think that's worth it, is it? How much is a mythic? Yeah, 9 mil, not doing that. If there's like a 5-starred one. Oh. Wait, ancient 5-starred? Okay, I'm buying. No! Who sniped that? That was such a good deal. Oh man. Wait, no, never mind, it wasn't really. I mean, it was like, I saved like 1 million coins. Okay, we'll buy this anyway. Unless there's one with hot potato books, yep. Is there like a, what is that, 3.5 mil? I'll pay 500k for that, sure. Okay, so the setup I'm currently rocking is 2/4 Shadow Assassin with the Livid Fragments, and then the 2 middle pieces are currently Unstable Armor. I have a plan though that is going to help me get the full Shadow Assassin setup, and that is going to be pretty much just, you know how if you hit 50 collection in floor 2, which I'm about 3 runs away from, then you get 6 million coins in the form of a Scarf Thesis, which is, you know, going to give me one of the pieces, and then I'm also going to have a Recombobulator in my RNG meter in about 4 or 5 more runs, which means as long as I drop like 1 or 2 scarf studies in the next 5 or 6 runs, then I should be able to afford the full setup. So hopefully I get lucky. Otherwise, you know, it's going to take me a little bit longer than that, but hopefully I can wrap it all up in a nice order. Otherwise, it's going to take a little bit longer, but in total, it should be pretty easy. Shadow, Assassin, Chestplate, 10 million coins. Let's see if we can get like an ancient 5-star one with like hot potato books and stuff for cheap. Anybody? Ancient 5-star. Cheapest is like this one, okay? And then Shadow Assassin leggings should be cheaper, hopefully. It's just about finding somebody selling like a maxed one for cheap. We'll take this. That's fine. Alright guys, so that is the video. Now, I did include a few clips from the live stream, and if you guys are watching this video 7 hours after I post, I'm going to be going live for Mayor Jerry Paul combination. I might honestly be live for like 6 hours, depending on what time I wake up. So yeah, if you want to check that out, make sure to go and look at it. And I'd love some feedback on what you guys think about the stream kind of vibe, rather than just doing the straight up voiceovers. Obviously, I can change it if you guys don't like it, but I just thought I'd try it out. So without further ado, there are some videos on screen, which I'm sure you will enjoy. Some full movies that are completely finished and actually use full voiceovers rather than the streams as well, and whatever. So if you guys need a long video to watch while you grind Skyblock, click on the videos on screen, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye. But yeah, I think it's time to just go in and see if I can survive floor 6. Just give it my best shot. If I start dying, then we go back to the drawing board and we try and figure out what's wrong. Okay. Are you ready? Bro, if I get a handle first run, that's Hypixel's way of apologizing for releasing the foraging update. Like, I was waiting for the foraging update, I start a series, and then they say the foraging update's coming out. Like, what? Like, they could have released this like a month ago, and I would have been uploading. Wait, just a comp? No, do S+, do S+. It shouldn't matter. But, okay, so I accidentally paused the recording, but floor 6 was very easy. I didn't even get close to dying, so I'm now going to go into floor 7 and see how I do. Whoopsies. Anyway, I just got a giant cleaver. I completely forgot to record it because I accidentally paused the recording. It cost me 5 million coins, and it is a big upgrade, as you're going to see, compared to the other one. Because, boom, we're already doing 600,000 damage, which is already more than I was doing last run with full blessings. So, very cool. Also, I'm getting beaten up in floor 7, so we might have to go back to the drawing board and look for some more survivability, but we'll see. Get a Reaper Mask? I shouldn't need a Reaper Mask. Once I get Necron and I get like a legendary Baby Yeti, I should be fine. I mean, look at this. I'm doing 2.5 million damage right now per hit. It's really just an armor issue in terms of like, I'm wearing Shadow Assassin. What is okay? What is damaging me? Now, I want everyone to keep in mind that in this floor, I don't have a tank. So this is really a show of my survivability in, you know, floor 7. Even though I am wearing Shadow Assassin armor, which is, I guess, you know, what else am I meant to be wearing? I'm able to survive very easily. So yeah, definitely able to do this floor. And definitely able to unlock Necron's armor and all of that. So yeah, I know that some of you guys are using this as a guide on like how to run through dungeons yourself. So if you get a set of good Shadow Assassin armor, a Baby Yeti, you know, put hot potato books on it, frag it, get some good reforges, then even without a tank or without a good party, you should still be able to survive pretty well. So keep that in mind. Like if I had a tank here, I probably wouldn't take any damage. So it's yeah, just something to keep in mind. Okay, so now that I have a floor 7 completion, and I've done a lot of floor 5 runs, for those of you who don't know, I did a 24-hour stream doing pretty much only floor 5 runs. I have about 250 completions, you know, and then you do the math, it's a very large amount of money. My net worth right now is about 200 million. I decided it was probably time to sell my Shadow Assassin and, you know, go into Necron's armor, because obviously it's the best armor set for dungeons in the game, so any upgrades I make towards my Necron's armor are going to be permanent, so all around it's just generally the armor set I want to be wearing. So I came in here, thanks to my chat for letting me know that if I craft it instead of buying it from the auction house, I was saving myself like 2 million coins, and in a profile like this, it's honestly pretty important to be saving that kind of money. So yeah, time to make the Necron armor, and then I can compare it to the Shadow Assassin. It doesn't really matter how much better it is than Shadow Assassin, just that it is better, and you know, it's the best set, so Eventually I'm gonna have to buy it, and it seemed like a good time at this moment, so yeah, it's what I went for. Now we're gonna do some runs and test out how it goes, but first of all, obviously we have to put ancient on, we have to put some enchants, some all that kind of thing, so let me go do that. You're insane magical power, guys. A whole 7 strength, 9 strength, 9 crit damage, let's go. I am stacked. I guess it is like a, you're too low kata. For M1, I'm kata 28. I don't have my pet equipped, that's why. I didn't have my pet. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. By the way, 200,000 with my pet. And, yeah. That guy's getting beaten up by a Lost Adventurer. Can I take a Lost Adventurer on? Okay, I can. No pet is throwing. Okay, so during the 24-hour stream, I had a lot of people suggest to me that if I want to do master mode, I'm going to at the very least need a Juju bow. Obviously a Terminator is preferable, but for this kind of series, it's probably a little bit overkill. I don't really plan on going too deeply into master mode, especially not like, you know, a Terminator might actually take more time to unlock than just doing floor 5 to a Hyperion. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to unlock a Juju bow. Now, the way I'm going to do this is obviously do all the normal slayers until Enderman, and then with Enderman, I'm going to buy a carry. Now, I think that this is fully within the rules of the series. I feel like buying a carry is the same as like buying something from the auction house. Like, as long as I'm paying fair market price for something, this is not an Iron Man profile, and you are allowed to interact with other players. This is something anyone can do and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to go do all of the slayers, get a few, you know, carries in Enderman tier 4, and then I will go buy a Juju bow. Now, if you guys have any problems with this, that's kind of unlucky because it's my video, but, you know, you can feel free to comment down below and boost me in the algorithm because I would really appreciate that. Quartz, 32. The server's too laggy, huge. Can I carry you in Slayers? Oh, no, I was just buying some carries so I can unlock the Juju bow. That should be now good, thank you. String, I need 3 stacks. And the last one is Eyes of Ender, which should be super cheap. My days, bro, there cannot be anything going on outside, buddy. Like, what are you barking at? Juju bow, let's go. We also got, look how many, we got 9 levels of carpentry from that. Let's go. We can finally replace my short bow. Let's see, like, dragon essence. I should probably already have a ton of it just from, like, killing dragons. Now you gotta liquefy all your dungeon gear and buy a carpentry to Hyperion setup. That's a good plan. The Skyblock backend is temporarily unavailable? What's the Skyblock backend? Anyway, let's try wait. I meant to, that's not what I meant to do. You're playing Berserker with 60 MP and on M3. Yeah, but like, guys, isn't the Juju bow meant to be like the most overpowered weapon in Skyblock? I'm on cooldown, GG. No way you thought it would be good enough? I was curious. Yeah, I mean, I can dream, right? Like, realistically, I can have dreams and hopes and aspirations. 60 match, guys, we don't have to talk about it, okay? I'm sorry, 60 magic power what? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. I have no idea. Ready, guys? I'm Archer now. Okay, the dungeon is wait, Loki, like... This is M3, by the way. Like, Master Mode, Floor 3. Now, I know that, like, I haven't left the room. And I'm definitely not going to be able to beat a mini-boss. But, like... Theoretically... This is not even that bad. Okay, so I'm getting beaten up. I need like a, that guy's scary. Like, what are the odds I can even do damage to him? Okay, that's just server lag. That one wasn't even my fault. Like, let's say realistically, right? I have 600 magic power, which I think is pretty decent. Like, not good, but like, considering I'm a Juju non, it's alright. All I would get is 170 strength, 170 crit damage, 100 health, and 50 defense. That's like nothing. Like, if we're looking at like the mass, like raw stats here, it's like really nothing. Star your dungeon equipment? It's only my Shadow Assassin cloak. Which I guess I probably should star, because like 50% bonus on that isn't bad. But still, like, you need Necron? Like a Necron helmet, you reckon? Use Sided Trust. You should get guys, I have Necrons. Like, all it is the helmet. Like, I need Last Stand as well, which is like level 30. Mod, don't know how you're dying, bro, for real. Like, I'm so well equipped right now. Hey guys, so recently I've been trying to get into Master Mode 3, and I've been trying to like, I'm not really sure when I'm going to be equipped well enough to do it. So what I've been doing is I've been going into Party Finder and just kind of like, we see Mang48 here or something. Like, I'm looking for fellow Berserkers. I'm being like, what are their stats looking like? I mean, he has one piece of equipment that is dungeonized. He has a Sedan head. He has Necron armor that, 2-star chestplate. He has a withered giant sword. And then we go into completions and he has like 11 M3 completions. So what I'm thinking is like my gear is already drastically better than that guy. Like by a long range. Obviously, probably could get a Necron helmet. Definitely not like out of the question. So what I'm thinking, right, is the only thing I really think I need is to unlock Last Stand. As I said before, very much my goals right now. That's not the right button. Last Stand and Soul Eater. Those are the two I need to do. Once I get those two, I should be doing a lot more damage with my giant cleaver. Hell, I could even put Fumings on here. And then, Fumings and like Last Stand on here. My survivability will be greatly increased. And, maybe a Baby Yeti legendary, which will give me 25% more defense. But like even that is probably a bit like optional. Because like even if we come in here right now, like let's do a little showcase. Wearing a Shadow Assassin helmet, by the way. Actually we'll wear the Bonzo mask. We'll run as a Berserker in Master Mode Floor 3. I probably my magical power as well. Definitely could use a boost. We'll drink this potion, right? And let's just have a show of like how my clearing goes. This is how I would do it in the game. Like in like a normal, dungeon run. Like, I mean, if I had like a tank, like, I don't see myself dying. I mean, I could maybe even do like I don't want to jinx it here, but I could maybe do like a full blood rush or even get close. Like I pop my Bonzo, that's fine. Like that's the point of the Bonzo mask. It's meant to be used, And then that was also not the smartest play, like running straight into the room. But like even if I'm more strategic about it, like is that Shadow? Okay, Shadow Assassin might just cook me. That's like low-key the truth. But yeah. Like other than mini bosses, like my clearing ability isn't that bad. And like, I don't really see what I could drastically improve on. Hey, other than like Last Stand and Solida. Okay, so today I plan on spending a lot of money. Mostly because I made a lot of money. You know what I mean? You know how that works. So the plan is, I think I'm going to turn these Maxor boots into Ancient Necron. I think I've decided that it's going to be a better investment. I know I'm going to be losing out on speed, which is like, it's a shame if I miss out on speed. But I think that if we look over here, right, like the health and like Maxor boots, we're running like Maxor boots. 14565 versus Necron 14585. Okay, maybe maybe it's not better. Maybe I might just reforge this to Ancient, to be honest. Floor 7 upgrades. Hey, Furious, you guys competing today for #1 again in my chat? Can somebody please put Ancient on my Maxor boots? I would really appreciate that. I will be, paying the 50,000 coin apply card. Dirty Wobble you're probably not mining level. I'm actually level 38 now, thank you very much, because I did Slayers. I can. Alright, come to Dungeon Hub 28, if you can. Ancient Maxor boots, let's go. And now it's time to recom all of this, so... This is not the right anvil. Anvil, boom, wait. Do I need to do this in a reforge? Oh, reforge anvil, okay. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are low-key huge upgrades. I don't actually know what the difference is between the two, to be honest, but yeah. Wait, what is it? Precursor gear. We have, wait. Legendary is, yeah, we gained 10 strength and 3 crit chance, which is honestly, like, 10 strength is not too bad. Hey guys, so recently I've been trying to get into Master Mode 3, and I've been trying to, like, I'm not really sure when I'm going to be equipped well enough to do it. So what I've been doing is I've been going into Party Finder and just kind of, like, you know, we see Mang48 here or something. Like, I'm looking for fellow Berserkers. I'm being like, you know, what are their stats looking like? I mean, he has one piece of equipment that is dungeonized. He has a Sedan head. He has Necron armor that, you know, 2-star chestplate. He has a withered giant sword. And then we go into completions and he has, like, you know, he has like 11 M3 completions. So what I'm thinking is, like, my gear is already drastically better than that guy. Like, by a long range. Obviously, probably could get a Necron helmet. Definitely not, like, out of the question. So what I'm thinking, right, is the only thing I really think I need is to unlock Last Stand. As I said before, very much my goals right now. That's not the right button. Last Stand and Soul Eater. Those are the two I need to do. Once I get those two, I should be doing a lot more damage with my giant cleaver. Hell, I could even put Fumings on here. And then, you know, Fumings and, like, Last Stand on here. My survivability will be greatly increased. And, you know, maybe a Baby Yeti Legendary, which will give me 25% more defense. But, like, even that is probably a bit, like, optional. Because, like, even if we come in here right now, like, let's do a little showcase. Wearing a Shadow Assassin helmet, by the way. Actually, we'll wear the Bonzo mask. We'll run as a Berserker in Master Mode Floor 3. I probably my magical power as well. Definitely could use a boost. We'll drink this potion, right? And let's just have a show of, like, how my clearing goes. This is how I would do it in a game. Like, in, like, a normal, you know, dungeon run. Like, I mean, if I had like a tank, like, you know, I don't see myself dying. I mean, I could maybe even do like I don't want to jinx it here, but I could maybe do like a full blood rush or even get close. Like, I pop my Bonzo, that's fine. Like, that's the point of the Bonzo mask. It's meant to be used, you know. And then that was also not the smartest play, like running straight into the room. But you know, like, even if I'm more strategic about it, like, is that Shadow? Okay, Shadow Assassin might just cook me. That's, like, low-key the truth. But, you know, yeah. Like, other than mini-bosses, like, my clearing ability isn't that bad. And, like, you know, I don't really see what I could drastically improve on. Hey, other than, like, Last Stand and Soul Eater. Hey guys, so when I haven't been streaming off camera, I've kind of been doing frag runs because I think it's pretty chill. Like, while I'm editing, while I'm watching a movie, it doesn't really require the brain power that you need to do, you know, normal floors. As in, like, I can't really throw the run for anybody else. There's no pressure on me. So I'll just be watching a movie and doing frag runs. And as you can see, I just did an hour of frag runs. And obviously this is not like the average items I'm going to get. But out of the important drops, this is what I got from 1 hour. Now, obviously, Diamante Frag, like, the items I got here is actually crazy. But what I want to do is I want to do the math. So for this hour, I was averaging just about a little bit over a minute per run. I'm going to say, even if we say, right, I want to do the math to show you how much you'll be making per hour from frag running. So just alone from, you know, ignoring the fact that, as you can see right here, I made, what is that? about 4 million coins in terms of attribute shards, just from the frag running itself. What you're going to be making, right, is every single... So there's 4 giants with a 50% chance to get a one of the items, which means on average, you're going to be getting one of every item every 8 runs. That means that about 200 million coins worth of items every 8 runs. Now, the average run, right, is taking however much time. Let's say we do 1.5 minute runs. So let's say we are doing 40 runs per hour, right? 40, divide that by 8, and then times it by 2. That is still 10 million coins, plus the 4 million I made from attribute shards, and plus a little bit I get from, fragments and everything else combined. 10 million coins is not that bad. I mean, sorry, 15 million coins per hour is not that bad. Now, if, for example, you're doing 1 minute runs, which is totally reasonable, if you have like a Hyperion or if you're more locked in than I am, you're going to be making probably around about like a little bit more money. You're probably going to be making close to about like 15 to 20 mil per hour. So that is crazy. And what else is crazy is that there is currently an angry archaeologist that is flying. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's flying, but yeah, kind of weird, a very weird bug. I don't know why angry archaeologist is flying. But yeah, you can make like up to 20 million coins per hour from frag running using the fact that there's a new attributes, which increase the money by about, 4 million or even more per hour. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Slash report angry underscore archaeologist fly hacks. I might look, you have to. As an ambassador of the Hypixel community. I don't even know what that... Bro, why does Hypixel always have like the stupidest bugs ever? Like what mistake did they make in coding that enabled angry archaeologists to just like randomly fly? Like what the heck? The Discord, I removed it from my channel about me so I could put the verification code in, but when I'm done with the thing, then I'll add it back in. Hey guys, so it turns out I was actually wrong about how much money you make from frag running, because I said that, a diamante handle and everything is a 50% drop chance, which is true, but I forgot that looting exists as an enchant. Now, with looting 4, which is about 100,000 coins, I can increase the chance from 50 to 80%. This means that I'm essentially increasing the profits per hour by about 60%. Well, I have to redo the math, but pretty much. If you're doing 1 minute runs, right? So you're doing 60 runs. You divide that by the 8. Divide that by 8. No. You divide that by 4. Divide that by 4, right? Well, 6. Let's just say divided by 4 for now. That will give us 15, and then divide that by, as I said, 80%. So we times that by 0.8, which gives us 12. So we should be getting 12 of each item per hour, which means it's closer to 24 million coins if you're doing 60-minute runs. And if you're doing 1 minute 30, it's closer to about 18 million without the price of the attribute shards on top, which means you're actually looking at about 20 million to 25 million coins per hour, which is a lot better than what I was saying before. I'm pretty sure, I've done the research, it does seem like looting works, and if it doesn't, then my RNG has been insane, but if I am wrong here, please correct me in the comments and just tell me that I have insane YouTuber RNG. But yeah, this means that I'm making a lot more coins than I thought I was, and it makes a lot more sense because I thought I was getting really lucky, but I figured that might just be because of, just because that's how it was. So yeah, just wanted to put that in there. Frag running makes a lot of money. First of all, I can now put Soul Eater on my sword. I'm enchanting 36. I can put Soul Eater on now, which is huge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do like a EHP test and a damage test in floor M3. And then I'm going to, put Soul Eater on, do a damage test. Then I'm going to put like my golden professor head on and do a damage and health test, and we'll see how we do. So first of all, my current setup, I have 176,000 EHP, and my damage is like, that's another guy I want to fight. It's looking like 3 to 5 million, 2 million, 4 million. So that kind of area, right? You can put Soul Eater on swords. Yes, you can. Yes. Are those bows only? Nope. It is a sword enchant as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and spend a lot of money on Soul Eater 5, which hopefully will pay itself back, and hopefully I don't get scammed here, but we will see. So I do that. I think I need like 250 levels here, a decent bit. Can you show your equipment? Balloon snake, shadow assassin cloak, adaptive belt, soul weaver gloves. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 of those, but for now, this should be good. We do that and that, and we now have a soul eater 5 giant cleaver. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Soul weaver gloves, adaptive belt, shadow assassin cloak, and a balloon snake. Now the balloon snake is not the best one, but I do like jumpers too in dungeons, so I'm going with that. Now we'll up to the D hub. And balloon snake over burn necklace. I like the jump boost, but if you want EHP, obviously, yeah, it's different. Alrighty, and then monster mode 3. Let's see the damage difference. I'm really hoping I do more damage by a decent bit. I need to kill something. I saw 9 million. Which is already a big increase. Oh my, okay. Do you guys see that? 15 million damage, okay. Yep, alright. This is M3, by the way. Just, okay. Well, I'm not really trying to live there, so that's kind of, yeah, understandable. But still, that's a lot more damage, which is great to see, because I was kind of scared spending 20 mil that I was going to get, like, kind of scammed, but that is I feel like that's pretty good. Next up, what I need to do is jump into a normal M3 run. Player transfer cooldown. Lovely. If I could just, yep, brilliant. Now, jump into a normal M3 run. If I can finish this, then I will get the collection required. Level 42, yep. So yeah. We'll just speedrun this. And that will give me 100 completions, which is a golden head. Which will be the best helmet for this floor for me. Nice floor 3, thank you. Should I come back to Skyblock? I mean, you can always, you can always quit again. Like, you can come back, play it until you get bored, and then quit. So, there's no point not coming back to Skyblock, you know, until it sucks you in and you can never leave. But isn't that the fun, really? Never leaving the game. Really hope I didn't sell anything important there. I'm just selling everything. I need to get the salts because it'll give me a chance to get the shards from Skeletors, which is a decent bit more money. What's the state of the game right now? Well, a lot of updates are coming out right now, actually. They finally got the game... They finally got the foraging update out, which was like the big thing they were focusing on. So now we're seeing a bunch of small updates like Tier 5, Spider Slayer, you know, obviously the foraging update and a bunch of other things. So yeah, I'd recommend. I think now is a good time to come back. Maybe even coming back in like a few weeks when all these updates get released would be a good idea. But I guess it depends how far in the game you are already. Say the game is absolutely best since release. Best, I mean, there was dungeons and there was the end update, and it's not I would not say the best state. The best state would probably be the end update. That was peak. Dungeons update was pretty good as well. It was a bit late, to be honest, but still, yeah. Hey, Ralph, how's it going? It's in the best state it's been in 3 years, though. I will say that for sure. As somebody who's been playing it for the last 6 years consistently. But these guys have 1 million health, that's nothing. I got full Necron armor? Oh, okay, then you should be good to play a lot of the new content, and then you'll be ready when the other things come out, probably. I don't actually know what the gear requirement is going to be for the new stuff, but... Is that a crit? Damn, okay. I feel like I shouldn't have killed him. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I'm not going to get this done. Oh, no, I did, okay. I don't want to be negative, but the foraging update really didn't meet the expectations. I mean, you have to remember, it is like the first island, and hopefully they're near completion of the next islands. It really, as I said, as I always say, it depends on whether or not they get the next islands out quickly, and whether the next islands are, like, better. You know what I mean? Because I think a well-made update. It just, the amount of time it took them to release it is the issue, in my opinion. Also, why is he in the sky? Just come down for me, yeah. Thank you. Cool. I reckon this is one of the best times, so I'm gonna start Skyblock. Yeah, probably. But I think one of the reasons is because of how cheap everything is, so. Which I guess, if you don't, yeah. Because he wants to be in the sky, fair enough. But now I can come into my collections, and I can claim, please be starred, please, come on. 1 star, we'll take it. Alright, we'll up to the dungeon hub. I probably would have preferred actually grit 6 or prod 6, but yeah. Essence crafting, upgrade. Boom. 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 Sounds like a Pokemon region. Loki does though. Unova, Galatea. Yeah, like Loki. Yeah, I actually see that. Bro, when are we getting like a Pokemon game on like multiplayer on PC? Probably never, but like that would be so peak. Like I love playing the like the fan-made games. Oh my god. Like when I can actually play with my friends, it's so much more enjoyable. Is Giant Cleaver better than Juju in Dungeons? I think it is, personally, but it's up to preference. Perky MMO would exist. Yeah, I played a different one. But yeah. I mean, I mean more like an official one. I don't think Perky MMO is official, is it? You're willing to get hot potato books, just get ancient. Yeah, but I don't have the mining level is the issue, so I'd have to like get someone to apply it for me. And like the difference is like pretty big, but whatever. Yeah. For Archer, I mean, yeah, for Archer obviously, but I feel like if you're playing Archer, you might as well have a term. I think for clearing, it depends. Okay, what is it? Let's compare these. This upgrade is not looking as good as I hope, to be honest. But hopefully when I get in the dungeon, it'll be better. I can apply it if you want. Maybe we'll see for sure. Yeah, I need rejuvenate as well, and last stand. What are you doing right now? I'm getting ready for some M3s. I might put fumings on there because the fumings will get doubled, which is pretty good. Get pearls there? Yeah, I'll get pearls. This is gonna get doubled as well, so I'll have 20 health regen. That's pretty good. And then I guess fumings and stuff as well. I think it's better than full shadow assassin at a certain cattle level. I'm pretty sure it's not always better. I thought the heads were soulbound. Wait, they are. Wait, you're so smart. Yeah, oh, okay, well, that's kind of inconvenient. Yeah, it low-key doesn't look that much better. I mean, I know it doesn't have ancient on it, so there is that difference, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess if I put fumings, it'll probably have more tankiness, maybe less damage. It's pretty close though. How many fumings can I buy anyway? What are the prices of a fuming? I can get like 20, which should be. I cannot get 20. I can get like 18, but then I'll have no money for chests. Hold on, let me buy all the chests I have right now. Let me clear this out. So how many? I need to get my bits claimed as well. If I go through here, just claim all the free chests, I should hopefully get enough money worth of essence to like, for it to be less costly. If you don't need the fumings, don't get them. I do need fumings though. My survivability is pretty mid. Why Shadow Assassin helmet instead of Tarantula? Because I bought it with Ancient, I guess. I haven't really compared it with Tarantula, so I wouldn't know which one would be better, to be completely honest. Also, Golden Head is better overall than Tarantula as you approach Catacombs 30, I see. Try selling all the essence? Yeah, I think it's like a decent bit. There's a sick backstun strat that's really easy if you want to learn healer in M4. Yeah, I'll have to like watch a guide on that or something. Because I have not played healer in M4 probably ever. think I usually just run around as like a useless berserker or something. Just hit everything with my Terminator. See, I just don't think it's worth selling the Master Skulls. Like, I think, no. I think they inflate the price a little bit. Kanto. Yeah, true. My Pokemon Ball knowledge is lacking recently. With the essence, I got 4 mil. Visit Catkill M4 to learn. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll do that. I'll write that down so I can remember. Catkill M4. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need another Titanic. Okay, we're just wasting money today, I guess. Hopefully this... I don't even know if it's going to be more EHP. We'll see. Let's see right now. Let's just check. Let's compare. Jump in an M3 run. Hey, Steve the Monkey, how's it going? Oh, and I forget I have to like kill something to get it to activate. Okay, EHP is slightly lower, it seems. Play Goblin with a Cloak Healer in M7. Does that still work? Did that ever work? Okay, I mean the damage is good, like, you know, chuck me in a party. I reckon I can take this guy on. Low-key? Low-key? Wait. I'm kind of cooking. You guys reckon I can clear an entire M3 by myself? I mean, I've done it before, but it depends on... Okay, so I'm cooked. So we're freaking cooked, chat. Where's he at? Where's the Shadow Assassin? I mean, like... Obviously, I'm gonna die to a Shadow Assassin that has 42 million health. So I guess if I just avoid them. The damage increase is, like, insane. That is from 2 million damage up to, like, 20 million damage, so... Soul Eater is definitely worth it, if anybody is considering it. I know it is expensive at 20 mil, but, you know... Okay, so, yeah. I've been frag running for a while. I think I've done almost 400 entries to floor 7. I think I've killed like 100 diamond giants, and I think I've killed about 70 laser eyes, which in total is like 150 of the items that they drop, because I have looting 4, which is about 150 million coins just there. Then the attribute shards on top of that, I made, I don't even know how much, I made tens of millions of coins from that. And I also, what I did, which probably isn't maximum profit, but it definitely, like, I had to clear out my inventory anyway, because I don't have personal deleters. I was salvaging the dungeon items between every run. It only took me like 10 seconds, and it's the same as basically just selling it to the NPC. And that's the wrong menu. But as you can see, I don't know how long the current shards that are in here were, but as you can see, I got like 33, and I don't think that's any more than like maybe an hour or two. And this is without max Hunter Fortune or anything. So yeah, attributes made me a ton of money, and then I was also, yeah, making about 100,000 coins per run, just from salvaging all the items that I was getting. And I was getting like, you know, like 10 or 20 Wither Essence, and I was getting like 120 Undead Essence, and I was adding up to like 90 to 100 million coins per run, which was definitely very nice. That's like an additional like 40 million coins or something, so I made like 200 and something million coins in the last couple of hours. It's been a long grind, but I really want to get this video out before the fire sale, so yeah. That's what we did. Now, I need to sell all of my items, because as you can see, we're at about 500 million coins, and the current price of a handle is currently like 580 million coins. So if we sell all my items and my armor, that should be an easy 100 million, and then from there, we can just sell my scraps, and I should make up the, I think about 620 million coins that I'm going to need to buy the Hyperion and the laser eyes and the Wither Catalyst and everything, so I'm going to go do that, and yeah, so it's time to sell my armor. Okay, so we're on the right side. I definitely would have rather had more money than having less money. As you can see here, boom. This guy offered to just buy it, and I was doing the math, and it turns out he can just pay me. Yeah, he offered like 3 million less, and if we can ignore Bazaar and auction house tax, then we should be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna sell this to this guy for like 31 million coins, which should put me up to about 592 million, and that should give me enough money to buy a Hyperion if I run really quickly and nobody steals the amazing deal that I had on the auction house. Thank you to this guy for lowballing it. I really appreciate it. I don't, yeah, it's like 2 million coins I lose, and hopefully he gets some fun out of the Hyperion. As you can see, I still got 40 million coins worth of items to sell here, so definitely got that to do. And yeah, we can buy a Hyperion. Oh, apologies. We can buy a handle for 590 million coins. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, Frag running just made very good money. Like, I probably made about 250 million from Frag running, and then I did, like, a bunch of, I actually checked. I made, like, 50 million coins or something, maybe even, like, more, from selling the armor pieces that I had dropped. Like, it was kind of crazy. Like, just selling the like, pieces, like, the, bouncy armor and everything that I did in the first episode, so that was good money. And then, we got, I think it was about like, I want to say like 50 million coins just in like Legion and Overload books from 4 or 5, and a bunch of money that just kind of like, yeah, I mean, 600 million coins for a handle is not a lot of money at all. It's a very cheap Hyperion, about 30% cheaper than usually, so that's very cool. And yeah, so it just all added up, and now we have a handle, and all I have to do is sell a few more things, and I can buy the full pieces of the Hyperion. Okay, so I was getting impatient. I said, let me just trade with these guys. So this guy said he was a big fan, so I said he could be in the video. Thank you for lowballing my items. Unfortunately, I was at the trade limit for the final piece of items, but I'm sure I can just put these on the auction house for like super cheap. Probably even, probably more expensive than he is offering me for them right now. And then I should have enough money to buy the Wither Catalyst, and then we have a unrefined Necron Blade. At the time, what I didn't realize is that I'm going to need about another 10 million coins to buy the laser eyes, so I had to end up selling everything I earned, and scraping together the money from selling my Florid Zombie Sword and my AOTV, but I'm not going to need them anyway, so it should be fine. Yeah, as you can see, I'm going to chuck this up like 3 million coins. It's going to be lower than like Elbin, which means that hopefully it'll get bought by like some like macro bot or like even somebody looking for a good deal. So they should go maybe in like 30 seconds or so. And then I have a few other items to sell, and we can make the Hyperion. So yeah, big news. Very excited. And I just want to take this time to say thank you to everybody who helped me in the runs and who was here on stream. I did stream a lot of the dungeons to Hyperion. So yeah, shout out to those guys. I really appreciate it. And shout out to everybody who has just supported me over the time I've been on YouTube. Getting a creator code it's insane. It's genuinely made me realize how far I've come as a YouTuber, and I wouldn't have done it without you guys. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. And as you can see here, we now can go and buy the Wither Catalyst, and from there I should be able. I mean, look at that. I was just selling everything I owned at this point. And yeah, just like I found like a Legion book in the chest somewhere and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna buy the Wither Catalyst, and then it's time to buy a Hyperion and craft it. Okay, so I'm just waiting for my items to sell right now, and just jumping around the community hub, the community center, sorry. So yeah, there we go. As you can see, they just got sold instantly. Like, that was, very suspiciously fast, but it doesn't matter, because now I can go in here and buy myself 8 laser eyes for whatever price they want me to pay. We can jump in here, and we can craft myself the Hyperion. I think this is like, I don't know how many Hyperions I've made on this account and on YouTube, but it has been a lot. And yeah, let's go. Like, this is huge. This is really big news. But what I do want to mention is that, as you can see here, a frog die is almost the same price as a cookie. A booster cookie is 11 million coins. And if you look at the current dies, frog die is pretty similar to lucky die. I'm not going to say it's exactly the same thing. I'm not going to give you guys like financial advice in terms of like buying gems and stuff. But I would recommend, if I was somebody who was going to buy gems, I would definitely buy these. I think that fire sales are much better value for money than booster cookies. As you can see here, the worst die possible, which is the lava die, is still going for about 13 million coins, which is still 2 million coins more than a booster cookie. And if we look at the like second cheapest die, like it is a red tulip die, which is almost 20 million coins. And that's once again like a pretty bad die. So I could see this one easily going for, I don't want to tell you how much I think it's gonna go for because this is real life money. But if you do, think that you're gonna be spending money on gems right now, I'd recommend you do. And if you do, please use code ModCraft for 5% off on the Hypixel store. I'd really appreciate it. And it goes a long way to supporting the channel and these videos that take like 100 hours to make. So yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. There's gonna be some videos that I think you would enjoy on the screen. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome to the Avengers Endgame end credit scene. I currently need to make a new profile for the, for the next video that's coming up. As you can see, that's a video I'm already working on. And then I need 2 profile slots because I have 2 videos coming up. Which means I need to delete the one that has the Hyperion on it. So yeah, bye-bye Watermelon profile. A month and 11 days of my life. Somewhere between like 90 hours or something, which did include a 24-hour stream, which probably added a lot of time to the profile. But yeah, goodbye to my Dungeons and Hyperion profile. I'm just deleting a whole Hyperion. Yeah, well, that just happened. Anyway, code ModCraft please, so I can buy more Hyperions. Alright, see you guys. Because maybe there could be a pay-to-win to Hyperion, maybe a McDonald's Hyperion series coming up. No spoilers, but just keep that in mind. Anyway, bye.